Rob Gronkowski will be signing a one-day contract with the New England Patriots, back to the old digs, to retire as a Patriot officially. And the story behind the story is he wanted to do this to fulfill the wish of a longtime friend of his who was a philanthropist here in New England, who recently passed away. And this was something that he wanted to do, I think, to honor her and her memory. But look, a lot of people have some pretty terrific memories of Rob Gronkowski's time in a New England Patriots uniform.
Yeah, Jade, it's a really cool story. I mean, Susan Hurley kind of inspiring it all when Rob Gronkowski had donated a playground and donated a lot of money here to the Boston area. And it's a really great thing to kind of, for him, I think, to cement his legacy here in New England, for the fans to once again kind of relive those glory days of having Gronk in Patriots colors. And again, like seeing this kind of gesture for him, for the team, I think it's just all around a great thing. Obviously, Rob Gronkowski, one of the best tight ends in NFL history, obviously the best tight end in New England history, something for fans to kind of rally behind. And again, another good news story in a season that's been full of them for the Patriots is a really kind of great thing to see. And I really like how, you know, there's obviously that narrative at play, like, oh, Tom Brady, who are you picking between the Bucs and the Patriots? Gronk, who are you picking between the Bucs and the Patriots? And Gronkowski unequivocally picking New England, I think is a really great thing. And obviously Tom Brady kind of straddling that line, and he's like, the Patriots built me a statue, so Tampa Bay, the ball's in your court. All of these things. Gronk is not leaving anything to the imagination. He's just saying, I'm a New Englander, I'm a Patriot for life, and I want to retire a Patriot. And it's just a really great moment for New England and for Boston, and I assume and I hope a really great moment for him.
Yeah. Yes. And I mean, what would it be without the Gronk spike, right? I mean, like, can you imagine like without ever having had the Gronk spike the way we all saw it for so many years in New England? Such a great moment. Come on. Look, like you said, one of the best tight ends to ever play this game. Give me some others. Like who did you love watching play that you would put on that list?
Well, who did I love watching play is a little bit different. I'm a little bit younger, so I didn't really get to watch, the Tony G's of the world, and I watched the tail end of Antonio Gates' career. But I mean, top tight end of all time.
I mean, he's up there.
Antonio Gates is up there. I'd say Tony G is the top tight end of all time. Yeah. No question about it. But I mean, I watched, prime Rob Gronkowski. I watched prime Travis Kelce. Those two are definitely up there in the top 5 for me. I think Kelce, the record breaking, he obviously holds all of the Chiefs records now, passing Tony Gonzalez in that regard. But the thing about Rob Gronkowski is that because of injuries, because of the way his career was a little bit shortened by injuries, he's not going to be all the way on the top of these records. But it's very, very easy to forget how he was the most feared, the most dominant player in his prime on the field at any point in time. That's just a fact. Like, you could not stop him. And that's something that a lot of Patriots fans know, a lot of national NFL fans know, of course. But I mean, there's a few, younger people that I talk to, when I'm talking to my friends about football, that don't know just how amazing Rob Gronkowski was. And if we're putting together these lists, if we're kind of putting together these names, sometimes Gronk's not going to be on there. And I think Rob Gronkowski is easily a top 5 tight end. So if I could do the list, I'm just thinking off the top of my head here, I would go Gonzalez, I would go Antonio Gates, Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski, and then Shannon Sharpe. I didn't mention Sharpe at the top, but he kind of redefined the hybrid tight end, the catching and the blocking. Yeah. He kind of started this whole movement that we're seeing right now. So I'd put him in the top 5 as well. And it's just really cool to see the evolution of this position overall. Shannon Sharpe kind of started that. And then we see all of these fantastic athletic tight ends. Brock Bowers taking over the league right now. Trey McBride as well. So it is a cool thing. Tyler Warren, a rookie at Indianapolis, is putting together a fantastic season. Obviously not top all time, but guys to watch right now that could eventually, start setting records of their own. So it is cool to see the evolution of this position. I'd say Gronk is easily top 5 at the position all time in the NFL history.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what teams used to do when they had to play New England, and it was like, okay, you clearly got to put 2 on him. It's like he became one of those players
you throw it up to him. Like, it's crazy.
You would, and he would still come down with it. But it was like that was where the game plan was. Like it was around trying to deal with Rob Gronkowski. Very much the way, maybe not as much this year and last year, but certainly the year before it was that way with trying to deal with Kelsey. And Kelsey still, he'll still have these games pop out where you're like, oh, there he is again, right?
You're like, I didn't know he could still run like that.
Yeah, right. And those were, we saw that obviously with Gronk too, right? I mean, what's the, father time catches up with everyone. But yeah, I mean, clearly Tony Gonzalez is on the list. Shannon Sharp, 3-time Super Bowl winner. I mean, these are guys that just changed the way any defense had to play their team's offense. And if you can be that type of player, then you're going to be remembered. You're going to be in that, top list because of the impact that you're having, even when the ball's not coming your way, because all of a sudden you're opening up somebody else to get the ball because you're double, triple covered because they don't want you to get the ball. So our congrats to Gronk, fun day for him. I hope, I'm sure it'll be, a little bit of both, right? Just because of the nature of the situation, I imagine that there's going to be, some heartstrings tugged on as well. But he'll find the humor, he'll find the grin in it, as he always does.